Okay, now look, I want to segue from there. Okay, you just talked about you reading. You got a book out. And actually, what you got two, right? Am I correct?
No, I'm working on one. But what
okay,
I'm gonna do with that one?
Okay, you're working on one. So I want to start with the book, and then I want to segue into some of the stuff that the book is talking about, like your entrepreneurship. So tell me about this book. How did this book come about?
It came about because
and when did it come about?
I got a few things. I wanted to tell my story to help people. You know what I'm saying? To let them know that, just because you make a mistake, man, that don't mean game over, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not judged by your past. You prepared by your past. And another thing, another reason why I wrote the book, because I got tired of seeing people like stuck, afraid to take chances. You know what I'm saying? Going to job they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Or just won't do anything out the ordinary. Stand in the comfort zone. Life is death without change, man. People don't realize that. It's no way. I'm always reinventing myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause if you look on my page, man, I'm always doing something, man. Now I got the show. I'm doing this. I'm always doing something, man. It's always a challenge, man, because your brain will go dead for lack of challenges, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all this stuff is true. You know what I'm saying, man? You gotta always challenge yourself, man.
So now because I'm reading in the book, man, you done tried all different type of businesses and entrepreneurships and all kind of stuff, man. You ain't afraid to jump out there and try something, huh?
No, I ain't got no problem jumping off the cliff, man, and hitting rocks on the way down. Hitting the cliff and grow my wings. Stuff now. I'm like as of now, I'm trying different things with the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how could I every week. I didn't go on this week because I'm like every week I'm trying to figure out. I need to get guests like you have guests. I need. So what I gotta do now is network. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm basically missing, man. I ain't been getting out. Once I get out network, things gonna change. The people don't want me to do things and this and that opportunities. You know what I'm saying? But back to what you're saying, yeah, I ain't afraid to try businesses. You know why? I'm not afraid to lose money. Most people don't try because they're afraid to lose money. I'm not afraid because see, I don't handle money for a long time. So I had money come and had money go. I don't had a lot of money, lost a lot of money. So it ain't in my DNA to be fearful. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem like taking risks. If I lose money, my thing is, suppose I don't. So it's always that other side. I might say the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with the opposite. And more times than not, I don't lose all the time. Like stuff I'm finna do now. I'm finna with the book. I'm finna give it an upgrade. I'm finna give it a new color, a new book cover with an upgrade of me. That was me at 58. Now I'm finna give it one with me at 63, and then I'm gonna really get out and push the book. You know what I'm saying? I want the book. The book gonna be a documentary because you see how the book is set up. I had it written by a professional, a ghostwriter, what they call a ghostwriter, and she did an excellent job. But once you start reading that book, it makes you keep turning the pages.
Yeah, it definitely does, and I'm gonna make sure my partner Nick get a hold of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it definitely does. Like I found myself, I get up in the morning. That's when I do my reading. You know what I'm saying? And I only got a certain amount of time to read before I got to start getting ready for work. Man, I look up, man, I'm running over my time, man, and I'm trying to finish the chapter or, stuff like that. And you saw me the other day. I ain't think you was going to catch it. When I put a quote up there the other day.
You take education.
He come right behind like, oh, you've been reading, huh? You've been So yeah.
But people who got the book, they always talking about, you know, like, man, you have quotes in there and stuff like that. And, you know, I get them from a lot of people. I make some of them up. You know what I'm saying? Even the quotes on the back of the book, I think those powerful quotes. You know what I'm saying? I got one of them from the back of the book from Jace. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the movement of the clock to produce the newness in your life. It's the movement in your mind. And that's true.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah, I mean, I think one thing that I'm like talking to you, and this is my first time meeting you, is I'm gaining inspiration because I've been, you know, as BC can see, I've been doing kind of a shift in like how I view things and how, you know, I think I've always had it, but I think I was in a sense kind of scared to put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's been a money thing, but probably some of it has been about that too. But some of it's just been I'm kind of like a to myself type of person. I've always kind of been like that.
I'm an introvert too.
Yeah, so it's like now I have a platform. You know what I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you, what I always thought was, why should I speak my mind? Nobody gonna listen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So because I thought like that, I kept everything to myself. Like I would write stuff and write poems and write all type of stuff and had these different things in my head that I want to say, but I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And listening to you now is giving me even more inspiration because it's letting me know, man, just put yourself out there.
That's it.
You know what I'm
saying? And you know, and that's how I am right now. Like I used to be like, you know, I don't put that on Facebook. Nobody, man, people be watching. They may not hit the like or whatever, because people always watching. One thing about people, man, they two things. They judge you off your appearance. You know, is it right or wrong? But that's how we do. And they watches you. So they you know, people watch if you constantly, they gonna watch. Are you doing what you say? You know what I'm saying? So I used to be like that. I'm like, man, I ain't finna. But now I'm like, I'm putting it out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't mind coming back on the show whenever y'all want to. You know, everywhere because you got a nice following. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, your people listen. You know what I'm saying? Right. So wherever I can talk about this health piece, I need to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? I need to talk about it. Because people always people will be like, hey, you really motivate me. Hey, I really like your stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so that you know, when you hear that you like, yeah, you know, that makes you want to go farther. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you just gotta be. That I just started doing, being consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just do it. Especially you got good stuff, and you know you got good stuff. One thing, you know, the thing I'm trying to crack now is that YouTube behind me discouraged. I put good stuff on there. I mean, that YouTube, then you won't get a view. I'm like, man, this is good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what though? You just gotta keep putting it out. You just gotta keep
that's what people are telling me.
It's gonna be up and down. We have gone through the same thing and we still go through it. It's up and down. Then one day you're gonna put something up and you're gonna get 500 views.
I don't got that a few times. I don't got 3, 4, 500, but I don't got like 8, 9, 10, 1, 2s. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man,
but no, it's gonna come if you keep doing it, and then you know we know a few little tricks that I share with you. Make sure you know that you're doing that, but we trying to climb that hill as well, and that's why it's important that we network as well. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And we work together, and
then you treat the YouTube and the content the same way you tackle going to work out. You just be consistent with it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's pretty much what analogy.
It is. A young guy at the gym, he helped me with the YouTube, you know, getting me started, you know, how whatever. And I was like, he's like, man, you got to keep on. You just got to go through it. And he used the same analogy you use. It's just like to build muscle. You can't. You got to keep going and going. I said, okay, all right. But you use the same analogy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the gym. You know what I'm saying? But that YouTube thing, you know, I put one other day I put something up. I got 513 views in 4 hours, right? I'm like, hey, next day, next 2-3 days, I'm like, man, I ain't putting nothing else up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this stuff is good. I got shorts, long.
You gotta keep doing it. Like say things like when you go work out, like say start just posting your workouts. You know what I'm saying? Like do little snippets of your workouts. Like people like I look at stuff like that. So it's like when I look at people workouts, just different workouts I can do. So when you go to the gym, man, you can throw some inspirational stuff on the back end or on the front end of the workout, just to, get people to watch. So I mean, all that stuff will work.
Like I put one out, like the less you eat, the longer you live. And,
I saw that. That was today, right? Or yesterday or something?
No, a couple of days ago.
Okay, I know I saw it.
Okay. Put it on YouTube.
Okay.
500 views in 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like you said, I guess you got to keep on doing it, huh? Because man,
another reason people gonna listen to you, especially when you're talking about the health stuff, is because you look the part. You know what I'm saying? Like people gonna look at and because which we know you're not, and no offense, but they're gonna be like, man, who is this old swole? You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna look at it like, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, you don't really see people your age with a physique like you have. So that alone is gonna catch people's attention.
Right. Yeah. It's just like when I go out in public, you know what I'm saying? And then that's what I want to do. The people, ask me questions, I tell them, I talk to them, I give them a business card. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of time, man. And anybody can do it. Simple, but not easy, ain't it? It's simple to say, I'm going to work out 3 days a week, but it ain't easy to work out 3 days a week.
No, it's hard.
And so I tell people all the time, I have new clients. They be like, I can do. I said, no, just start with 2. No, I can do 3. I can do 4. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? One thing about motivation will die down. What keep you doing is discipline.
Right,
right.
The most motivation, man, you be motivated to do something, man. All of a sudden, 2 days later, it's just like the first 2-3 days, you driving a Bugatti, right? But after that 4th, 5th gate, you get back down to a Hyundai. You don't trade your Bugatti in, because you ain't motivated no more.
Yeah, so, that's true.
And you ain't motivated. That's why that's when discipline kick in. Discipline and focus, man. They're my 2 best friends, man. You know what I'm
saying? I do got. I mean, I know we've been going for a minute, but I do have just one more thing for me.
Okay.
Have you thought about doing like speaking engagements for because the reason I'm asking you this, everything I'm asking you is stuff that I have started to aspire to want to do myself.
Right.
So have you thought about doing like speaking engagements, and if something is presented itself to you, would you be willing to do something like that?
Oh yeah, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I know we may have to continue this next week, but I want to say this one thing. It's just like at my age, right? I'm like, my thing is, what is 3 things that I can always do? You know what I'm saying? That I ain't gotta, I ain't finna work hard. I'm 63. I never did. I always work with my toolbox. You never hear me say toolbox? That's my mind. I always work with my toolbox, right? So the 3 things I came up with is speaking. You can always speak at any age and make money. Speaking, fitness coach. You can always train at any age. You see what I'm saying? These is incomes you can always have at any age for me. And I'm gonna talk about this on the next show. Private money lending. Hey, you got to that part yet?
I finished the whole book. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You got the private money.
Yeah.
That's something, man, that we won't never talk that. We always get to the party late. You know what I'm saying? And I expound on that, man. If you have me back on your show, man.
Definitely have you back. Definitely
want to have you back. So before we get out of here for tonight's show, so another adventure or that you touching on right now is this acting thing. Tell me a little bit about that.
I ain't been doing too much of that, But I've been in a few scenes, a few extra scenes, and I did some stand-in. Like lately, a month ago, I was standing in for Forrest Whitaker. I don't know how he thought me and him looked alike, but I was standing in. I was standing in for him, right? Forrest was real smooth, you know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, one of the reasons why, that's what I'm saying, man, you got to think outside the box. And ain't nobody thinking like this at 63 at my age. One of the reasons why, the real reason why I slimmed down and worked on my body and worked on things and got like I am and still look pretty big at only 211, 212, whatever I am, is because, man, I want to do shirtless scenes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. Listen, I want to do shirtless things, love things. They have older guys doing my things. Hey, you're thinking outside the box, right? So I'm like, okay, in order to do that, I gotta get one of them bodies, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that when you do things, it challenges you, inspires you. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm at like a 32 waist. I'm like, I want to get 29. I went from a 38, right? I'm at a 32 now, and once I'm like, I want to go deeper. You know what I'm saying? Because when opportunity present itself, I want to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to present itself. Because I'm kind of familiar with like folk style. They they may email me or something like, hey, you want to do this role, you want to play in this, whatever, woo woo. But I really don't want to do no extra work no more. You know what I'm saying? I did some acting classes, and this guy, he a director. He said he want me to play a movie. He want me to be a black angel. Imagine that, right? So I don't know if we're gonna still do it, because he's like, man, I can order you a role. So when we start shooting, he said he'll get back in touch with me. Because I was on Facebook, man, and I seen he's like, I'm looking for a big black man. I'm like, I inboxed him, send him a few pictures. He's like, man, you good, you exactly what I need. So I don't know if they start shooting or not, whatever. But anyway, I'm just preparing for opportunities. You know what I'm saying? See, preparation decides your performance. So, I don't want to have to get ready. So I stay ready. You know what I'm saying? Because they make something may come up like, man, could you come here? Could you fly here? Could you send some pictures? Could you whatever? I don't want to say I needed 2 weeks to lose weight. So I just stay ready, man. And that for that acting thing, I'm gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do no more extra work. I want some roles.
I hear that.
Yeah, and that's my mindset, man. I want to do shirtless scenes. You know how you do the shirtless scenes, and when I was on the show, right, and then I was on set, doing the extra work. Them little guys, I'm like, man, I smoke these little guys. You know what I'm saying? Even I don't look at TV a lot, but it's just my confidence. I see some people on TV, them little guys with no shirt, so I'll be like, I be sitting in my, sitting in the chair like, man, I smoke them. All I gotta do is get seen. You know what I'm saying, man? So
right.
I'm preparing. I'm gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Opportunity. One thing about when you discipline, opportunities find you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It'll find you. You may get an email. We may network. You may know someone, or opportunities find you. People don't realize, man, you can get rich, man, from networking. You know what I'm saying? You can get rich. Like one of my businesses, you read the book when I talked about how I got the transportation, how I made that $500,000 in 2 years. I was ear hustling. You remember that on that transportation thing? I was hearing one guy was telling the guy about transportation business, and I'm like, So when the guy left, I approached the guy, about the transportation thing. And that's how I started that business, man. I started a few businesses, man, on ear hustling. How about the adult daycare? Remember I said my son called me one day, right? Remember, because I used to take the people to their program. And he's like, Daddy, they about to go out of business. So, I'm like, opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So you have to stay conscious. And that's what I do, man. I'm see, it's different between hearing and listening, ain't it? It's a difference.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Ain't it? When you can You can be hearing people and they talking, you thinking about something else. That's why. One more thing, I'll let y'all get out of here. One thing about when I was first selling the book, right? I was like, okay, I had to have a pitch, and I said, okay, people attention span is real short. I said, okay, I got 10 seconds to sell the book. 10 seconds. So I walk up to the person in the gym. I saw most of them in the gym, like, hey, what's happening? You'd like to buy my book. It's really a good read. It's about how I went to prison and came out and turned my life around. That was the thumbnail. People like to hear that. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, we like juicy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Went to prison, and then the other part, I turned my life around. Oh, I buy a copy. You know what I'm saying? One thing about when you're approaching people, and especially you trying to tell them something or tell them something, you gotta really get to it because you got to catch them.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you got to catch them, man. You got to catch them. You got like 5 or 6 seconds to catch them. You know, like your title. Your title's got to catch them.
Yeah.
So,
that's another thing we learned in this YouTube game and all that stuff too. Like your title matters. Grab people attention
titles and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for that edit thing. I edit, change the titles, you know what I'm saying? And like you say, I guess you gotta put your time in. Everybody like, man, YouTube, you just gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, keep doing.
It sure had me on the rocks a few times, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, because I go to what's his name, TikTok. I put in one of the gun shows. I got 800 views. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, put the guns up. Hey,
so look, before we get out of here, let everybody know where they can find you at, where they can, any of your social media, let people know where they can find you at or where they get in with you at.
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? They can go on my page. I got all type of videos and inspiration stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just health. Health is the foundation. You know what I'm saying? But
what's the handle?
I go into other things. I'm, motions. You know what I'm saying? I talk about everything, money. Reading. I'm immersed in a lot of things because that's what I do. But yeah, you can catch me on Facebook Live. Then I have my show on 9:30 on Saturdays. I'm live
what's
in the
name?
studio.
Give us the name.
9:30.
Give us the name of the Facebook page and give us the name of
Louis Jenkins.
Everything is Louis Jenkins? No.
What did I say? TikTok is Louis Jenkins 550.
So Facebook is just Louis Jenkins.
Yeah.
TikTok is Louis Jenkins 550.
Right. Yeah.
And then what's the show? What's the name of the show?
Time Fitness.
Time Fitness, and that's on YouTube.
No, that come on that come Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Okay.
Yeah, it come in Facebook Live on 9:30. And then after that, I usually post it on my page, so people who missed the show, they can go on my page and see it.
So what about the YouTube?
Oh, the YouTube is what's the YouTube? Stomach Doctor 63. Because I'm the stomach doctor. You know what I'm saying? I make stomach disappear. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna have to come holler at you then.
Yeah, no, that's me. I'm the YouTube is the stomach doctor 63. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to have a talk then. Shit. Yeah. That's one of my problems right there. So
man,
we gonna link up.
This, man. I was looking forward to this because I be seeing y'all, right? And I'm like, man, let me reach out to nephew. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all talk good stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing, nephew, both of y'all, I like y'all interview. I like the question. I also like you read the book. Because whenever people want to interview me, I send them a copy. Because don't come short with me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. I didn't want you on until I finished the book. That's why I didn't reach back out to you.
Right.
Until I finished it. That way,
I wanted that. Because it's so much in that book, man. Like I say, the ghostwriter, she did an excellent job. She charged like $4,500, but that's well worth it. Ain't what I'm finna really make off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because the first time I didn't push it right. I didn't push. I sold like 500 copies, but now I'm finna push it. Like I said, I wanted to be a documentary. This can be. I got like 10 or 15 short stories in there. You know, one of them is like the night my son died. You know what I'm saying? That's a short story. You know, that's just me and the house in the mirror and the phone call. You remember the phone call at 105? So I got so many short stories in there. I got one. Hey, how about hey nephew? How about that's my cousin. Hey.
When old girl told him a girl he was fooling with or whatever and hustling with at the same time, she talking about Buddy is her cousin. The whole time, you know what time it is.
Oh,
and they end up hitting you for some work or something, didn't they? Then they end up getting you for some work or something, didn't they?
No, I mean, he was because she was over there doing her thing, so you know he over there. So you know what time that was. So you know that I'm gonna go around doing storytelling, and that's a good one. And people be honest, everybody, especially my age don't have that. You know, that's my cousin piece. You know what I'm saying?
The whole time is. Yeah.
And one more thing, man. I know
that's the one you sent down the street running naked or something, getting
I look up, you know, I come in the room. Listen, somebody opened the door. Till this day, I don't know who opened the door. Ain't that something? So whoever it was wanted me to see, because I was knocking on the side window. And then I'm like, I finna go back, I finna leave or something. Then all of a sudden, I look, the door open. Because it is one of them houses where, you know, everybody's sleeping around, you know. So I come in, you know, they be doing their thing. Everybody sleep. I'm like, I don't know who opened the door, right? Then I walk in the room, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so one thing about that, man, that's one message I wrote the book too, man, is to tell me stories. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the first time I was writing it, right? I got around 25 pages, and I was like, it wasn't sounding right. And I'm like, you know what? I want to tell them the truth, all the truth. You know, I was leaving, you know, it takes courage to tell your dark side, don't it? It takes courage, you know. And I'm like, okay. I threw that on the floor. I said, okay, y'all want to hear it?
Here you go.
I told it, man. I told it, man. So you get a copy of that book, man. Get a copy of that book, man. The book is real good. It's real. I'm telling you, man. All I got to do is get it in the right person's hands, man. You know, I like the ending too, man. How I did told how you can do it. You know, focus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Discipline. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I really the part I want to be talking about too is the different streams of income. You know what I'm saying?
Gold, we gonna get back to that when we get you back on. When you get back on,
I know the quote that I put on Facebook that I got. It says, "If you think education is expensive, try ignorance."
Try ignorance.
Yeah.
But
you're gonna pay a lot. You're gonna pay a lot being stupid.
Yeah, man.
You got that right.
I paid a lot. You know what I'm saying? Without knowing, hey, you need to know, man. So man, hey man, next time, man.
So we definitely having you back on here. Okay. Thank you for coming on this time. You know, I told my partner about you and everything like that, and I told him that I wanted you to come and get down with us and tell your story and I sent him a little information about you, you know, that I read in the book and everything like that. So we definitely appreciate you coming on, man.
Okay, see y'all soon, man. Y'all stay safe, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Okay, God bless.
All right, now.
Okay.